वो नहीं है डिजिटल लिटरेसी। कंप्यूटर सिस्टम को सीखना, एक्सेल में कॉपी पेस्ट सीखना, क्या एक्सेल होता है, क्या वर्ड होता है। एंड कमिंग आउट ऑफ कॉलेज, जब हम कॉलेज में आए तब स्मार्टफोन्स का सिस्टम आया। हम लोग तो सीख गए क्योंकि हम कॉलेज में थे, वी वर इन दैट एनवायरनमेंट, बट आवर पेरेंट्स हैड अ हार्ड टाइम अंडरस्टैंडिंग द टेक्नोलॉजी इवन टिल डेट। वी कॉल आवरसेल्व्स डिजिटली लिटरेट। बट आप अगर एसएमएस अपना खोलेंगे, डू यू नो विच एसएमएस is legit and which is not? Do you know what -G-P stands for जो आपके SMS के लास्ट में आता है? Is it a government message? Is it a promotional message? Is it a bank message? तो that वो digital literacy नहीं होगी। हम नहीं recognize कर पाएंगे कि which messages are legit or not.
Again, okay, so very good afternoon to all the audience and everybody present here. So welcome, ma'am. And obviously from the behalf of entire C3 Hub team, I would like to welcome you. It's always an honor and bliss to have you here. And for this particular event that has been hosted, so we'll try to actually discuss a few things. We'll not ask specific and straight questions because obviously you're handling much more critical things at the post that you are. But suppose I will go back and we'll try to ask, like, when you first joined the police force, the challenges you might have envisioned, where the street crimes I should talk about, the organized gangs or something related to traditional law and order situations were there. So did you ever imagine that one day criminals would be hiding not in the dark alleys but behind some computer screens or in the operating from some sort of anonymous servers that we talk about? So how this actually comes up when you are actually sitting at a post and you're looking forward to the entire cybercrime posture of the city?
So starting, thank you so much for having me here. And glad to share my ideas here. So yes, so पहले से ही पता था। पहले तो लोग गलियों में बैठते थे, तमंचा लेके घूमते थे। Currently people are sitting behind computer with a lot of knowledge how the system works and taking advantage of our fear and knowing कि हम उतने digital literate हैं नहीं जितने हम स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं। When we started school, I think I was in 5th or 6th class when we had the first computers in my school, and the first thing that we learnt was, forgetting the name of the program, we used to draw एक line से. No, before paintbrush also, it was just a common code turtle or something like that, some language we had. Right. So कभी yes logo. So वो नहीं है digital literacy। कंप्यूटर सिस्टम को सीखना, एक्सेल में कॉपी पेस्ट सीखना, क्या एक्सेल होता है, क्या वर्ड होता है। एंड कमिंग आउट ऑफ कॉलेज, जब हम कॉलेज में आए तब स्मार्टफोन्स का सिस्टम आया। हम लोग तो सीख गए क्योंकि हम कॉलेज में थे, वी वर इन दैट एनवायरनमेंट, बट आवर पेरेंट्स हैड अ हार्ड टाइम अंडरस्टैंडिंग द टेक्नोलॉजी इवन टिल डेट। सो करंटली, नॉट डाइग्रेसिंग सो मच, बट यस, थोड़ा सा समझ में आ गया था दैट दिस इज़ द फ्यूचर। इनफैक्ट आज भी मैं ये बोल सकती हूँ दैट 5 years डाउन द लाइन एवरीथिंग इज़ गोइंग टू बी साइबर रिलेटेड। ये ट्रेडिशनल क्राइम्स तो होंगे बिकॉज ऑफ अ लॉट ऑफ सोशल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी, बट these crimes are going to grow.
Right. And how has this particular transformation from, I should say, physical policing to what you particularly do into cyber policing reshaped the way you see your role as a police officer?
So, see, traditional policing हमेशा रहेगी, उस aspect को आप हटा ही नहीं सकते हैं, right? But as a police person today who has been educated in the technical field, थोड़ा सा exposure है to the technical field, so I will say that every police person needs to be educated technically. ठीक है, देखिए ऑफिसर्स के लिए थोड़ा सा easy रहता है। हमारा मतलब एजुकेशन बैकग्राउंड हेल्प करता है टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, बट व्हाट वी नीड इज डिजिटल लिटरेसी एट द लोकल, एट द ग्राउंड, द ग्रास रूट लेवल। ठीक है, बिकॉज हम तो यार सुपरवाइजरी ऑफिसर्स हैं, right? People who are actually working on the ground and people who need to understand what happens in the ground are constable, head constables, inspectors, sub inspectors. वहाँ पे education is very important, training is very important. That is where अभी एक gap आ रहा है, and the fraudsters, the cyber criminals, they are way ahead of us. हम लोग we are catching up to them, but there is always a gap in the middle.
Exactly. And obviously there is a huge gap, and that is where obviously like multiple things could be done, be related to the awareness programs or what you call as the training programs could help. But suppose if I say, like, obviously there are two different things that we talked about, the physical policing and the cyber policing. Somebody with a gun and somebody sitting like behind the computer screen. So what's more scarier nowadays?
A gun.
A gun, okay, still a gun. Okay, so that's true. So a gun can harm an individual, but suppose if I say, but convincing deepfake can potentially harm, what I should say, a society, ruining the reputations. It can do multiple other things. So don't we see that after, like, obviously this will be more scarier, but down the line, like after 5 years, the things that are happening. So deep fakes and all these things will be more scarier into those aspects.
It is already
the consequences.
Scary. Yes, it is already scary. See, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ traditional crimes are never going to go away. It's going to be there. उनका intensity कम हो जाएगा as we get educated, as हमारे youngsters, they will have jobs and they'll mainstream themselves. उनको ये चुराने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. They don't need to loot and do dacoity. See, deep fakes की आप specifically not deep fakes, but
digital arrest हो गया.
Yes, yeah. So these crimes में the biggest aspect is the awareness वाला part. See, very small example अगर मैं दूँ, how much मतलब हम सब यहाँ पर we call ourselves digitally literate, but आप अगर SMS अपना खोलेंगे, do you know which SMS is legit and which is not? Do you know what -G-P stands for जो आपके SMS के last में आता है? Is it a government message? Is it a promotional message? Is it a bank message? तो that वो digital literacy नहीं होगी. हम नहीं recognize कर पाएंगे कि which messages are legit or not.
Right.
इतनी छोटी सी चीज, deepfake तो बहुत आगे की चीज है. It is very easy to spot deepfakes. We have the tools available. See, like our police organization in Kanpur is working with IIT Kanpur, and a lot of other organizations are also working with similar institutions.
Right.
So we have the tools to catch deepfakes. बट जो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन पहले स्प्रेड हो चुकी होती है उसको कंट्रोल करना मुश्किल होता है. जैसे करंटली भी द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन दैट यू आर सीइंग, वन स्मॉल एरनस मैसेज और पूरा देश फिर जल रहा है, और तुम कैसे केटर करोगे मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन को? तो दैट इज द रियल इशू आई गेस, नॉट जस्ट डीप फेक्स, बट हम अवेयर नहीं है कि दुनिया वर्क कैसे करती है, क्यों OTP हमें आता है, बैंकिंग कैसे काम करती है, दोज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स.
राइट मैम. And suppose if we talk more specifically on this gap, so don't you think that this gap will certainly going to increase, or this will widen more, or this will be less? Because see, if we talk about more awareness programs and trainings, the kind of technology that the hacker community or state-sponsored actors are actually using, so they are phenomenally doing multiple more things. So I think so this gap will widen up, or what are exactly your thoughts? So you will be able to bridge that in the coming years.
सी टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम इनफाइनाइटली ग्रो कर जाएगी ओवरनाइट. ठीक है, देयर आर लिमिट्स टू टेक्नोलॉजी आल्सो, सर्टेन थिंग्स वी कांट डू टुडे. तो जो हमारे साइबर क्रिमिनल्स एंड फ्रॉडस्टर्स जिस टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज कर रहे हैं वो भी लिमिटेड ही है. द प्रॉब्लम इज इन आवर ट्रेनिंग. राइट. सो अगर हम लोग ट्रेन करें, जैसे एज एन आई एम गिविंग एन एग्जांपल, I have been in the cybercrime department for around 7-8 months now.
Okay.
Right. So I have focused on capacity building. I'm sending my subordinates to courses. I am training them in crypto. I myself am going on courses and trying to train myself in crypto.
Right.
तो वो gap bridge करने का यही तरीका है. ठीक है, पॉलिसी लेवल पे तरीका है कि हम अपनी पुलिस फोर्सेस को कैसे ट्रेन करें. हाउ आर वी हायरिंग एक्सपर्ट्स फ्रॉम आउटसाइड टू डील विद ऑल दीज क्रिमिनल्स. सो आई थिंक वी कैन ब्रिज द गैप. थोड़ा सा हम पीछे इसलिए रह जाते हैं क्योंकि जो नए टाइप के फ्रॉड्स आते हैं, इट टेक्स अ बिट ऑफ टाइम एंड एफर्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड द मोडस ऑपरेंडी एटसेट्रा. बट वी विल ऑलवेज बी एबल टू ब्रिज if there are officers who take interest in this.
That's true, because see how much interest that you have, so that is also very important, because see many cyber criminals that we see today, they operate across borders, okay, and they are highly sophisticated. They are using what we call as, they are hiding themselves behind VPNs, they are hiding their identities, or they are using multiple different servers, okay. Yes. And this makes, I should say, tracing or the investigation and prosecuting them becomes more difficult for you. So what are these are the challenges. So to tackle these kind of challenges, are there any specific programs that you are running through? How these particular officers being trained up? Because see, if you talk about, these are very sophisticated and channeled things that are being done. Okay, not only the awareness or specific technical trainings will help. So any other things related to that you can share? What exactly will be the cause?
Such a long question.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I get your question कि
करंट लॉस तो अभी नहीं है वैसे अगर आप देखोगे.
current loss in what sense?
Current laws in say suppose if there is a person who is using across the border VPN,
Yes,
obviously you
yes.
cannot prosecute him. Okay, you can only not get because
See,
he's an
that
anonymous
is,
person.
No, that is not true. Prosecution हम हमेशा prosecute कर पाएंगे.
Okay.
See, the practical problems जो हमें अभी दिख रही हैं, there is a limit to technology that I've already spoken. वो हम पहुंच तो जाते हैं जहाँ तक हमें पहुंचना होता है.
Right.
Currently, there is the cyber slavery concept going on. A lot of Indians and a lot of other country, बहुत सारे लोग usually in Southeast Asia में there are multiple countries जहाँ पर they go जॉब की सर्च में एंड उनको एक बहुत ही सिक्योर कंपाउंड में बिठा के वहाँ से साइबर फ्रॉड्स रन करवाते हैं. इट्स लाइक अ जॉब फॉर देम. जब तक दे रियलाइज व्हाट दे आर डूइंग इट इज़ टू लेट एंड दे कांट कम बैक. अभी रिसेंटली लास्ट ईयर इंडिया ने MEA के साथ कंबोडिया में एक बहुत बड़ा साइबर स्लेवरी गैंग बस्ट किया था. तो हम पहुँच तो जाते हैं इन तक. द प्रॉब्लम इज ज्यूरिसडिक्शनल इशूज कि दूसरा कोर्ट मतलब दूसरा जो देश है वो अपने सिटीजन्स का इंफॉर्मेशन हमें क्यों देगा. सो वी हैव टू टेक
the cross border approach.
Yes. So we have to go through courts, we have to go through MLAT portals, which takes time. It is not easy. It has to be in a proper format. It has to be in this language. It has to be जिस कंट्री में हम भेज रहे हैं मे बी वो कंट्री फिर से वापस भेज देती है कि भाई हमारी लैंग्वेज में भेजो. दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. अदरवाइज वी आर एबल टू रीच. Jurisdictionally हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा
right
we have to focus on.
And also what we have seen, as I asked ma'am also, like lastly, so there are like very challenging issues that are coming with young kids and children also, because they are the, I should not say they are honey traps, but they are the most targeted, like the community in section, because obviously there are other people. So suppose if there is a crime that has happened with a specific person and they report, and the problem is that they most of the times they say that there is a huge time that has been taken into solving all these particular cases. So the cases keep on piling. Okay. So what will be the approach from the police side to tackle such things so that the entire community can be at relax कि अगर कोई कुछ हुआ है so it will be solved at a much faster pace और उनको उसका चीजें resolve हो जाएंगी.
See, जैसे हम ट्रेडिशनल क्राइम्स में बोलते हैं रिपोर्टिंग, यू नीड टू रिपोर्ट द क्राइम. ठीक है. द सिस्टम्स दैट वी हैव इन प्लेस करंटली विद I4C एट द सेंटर, इफ यू रिपोर्ट इट इमीडिएटली तो आपका 24 आवर्स में द मनी कैन बी ट्रेस्ड एंड ब्लॉक्ड ऑल्सो. वी हैव रिटर्न्ड अराउंड in one of the cases जिसमें 1.9 crores का fraud हुआ था, we were able to return 1.3 crores immediately within 2 days. मतलब block it, of course it took a lot of time to return, but we were able to block it. तो immediate reporting से होता है. There are people who come after a month, after 2 months. The money has gone out of India. The money has been converted into crypto. The money has come back also in India. Through मतलब black से पूरा white हो गया है. वहाँ पर as soon as आप crypto currency में change कर लेते हो the fraud money, बहुत सारे traces, it gets difficult for the police to actually trace the money. That is why India is also looking at भाई हम legalize करें नहीं legalize करें, we have to tackle this. कभी भी मतलब उस तरीके के gaps हैं, but if people report immediately और मतलब cybercrime.gov.in बहुत awareness programs हम run कर रहे हैं, it is very easy. 1930 आपका number है and cybercrime.gov.in is your portal where you can complain.
Exactly.
Just do that and immediately हम लोग उसकी जांच में लग जाते हैं.
True. That is what the portal, that NCRP portal from I4C is there, and 1930 is the helpline on which you can easily report.
And digitally we are all connected. मतलब different state में कौन सा crime हो रहा है, अगर वो number हमसे associated है, हमें पता चल जाता है.
Okay.
So we have a lot of tools in place. बस तसल्ली यही है कि काम आपका हो जाएगा, बस बता दो टाइम से.
बता दो. So is there any specifically कोई अगर जैसे अभी आपने बोला, so is there any problem or glitch in sharing the information between states, suppose about this crime?
Not really. No.
Not really.
I think this has become very seamless within India. We are sharing information very nicely. In fact, हमारे पास we do have a lot of other portals that are not in public domain.
Okay.
तो उसमें a lot of other companies like companies है, IT departments है, we are all connected. तो हमें क्रॉस jurisdiction in terms of कौन सी organization है, उसमें भी हमें issues नहीं होते हैं. So we are able to do it very seamlessly.
Wonderful. And the other part of the crime that we see is the UPI frauds that are happening, where this OTP. So most of the time, what happens when we call upon the bank, so they say, "मेरा तो इसमें कोई भी पाया नहीं, मैं OTP दे दिया है, so this is your responsibility because you have declarative made that yes, So what should be done for that? So any specific thing that you can tell?
See, अब तो RBI जाने की
अच्छा.
what kind of procedure they
So,
need to put in place, but
बैंक के पास जो बैंक कहती पुलिस जाने, so पुलिस.
See, you have, अगर आपके सर पे बंदूक रख के आपसे OTP
Right,
नहीं
exactly.
ले रहे हैं, you are giving it willingly.
Exactly.
Right? So there are these 2-3 kinds of crime that we see. एक होता है इन्वेस्टमेंट टाइप इन्वेस्टमेंट क्राइम्स. अब इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर आप ग्रो, ज़ेरोधा या अदर
थर्ड पार्टी एप्लीकेशंस व्हाटएवर
any party applications brokers के थ्रू करोगे, there is always a risk. You take that risk on your head, लॉस में जाएगा या प्रॉफिट में जाएगा. ठीक है, लोग अपना पूरा का पूरा सेविंग्स इन्वेस्टमेंट में लगा देते हैं कि मेरा पैसा ओवरनाइट डबल हो जाएगा. दिस इज द रिस्क दैट दे टेक. इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट दैट मनी बैक. बहुत सोफिस्टिकेटेड सिस्टम्स हो चुके हैं. UPI में मतलब एवरी टाइम यू कॉल अ पर्सन, देयर इज ऑलवेज दिस आई थिंक रिंग की जगह यू हियर सो मेनी मैसेजेस. कोविड से शुरू हुआ कि भाई नहीं दो OTP, नहीं दो OTP, नहीं देना है. See, giving my own example, since I am in cybercrime, I am scared to do anything with my phone. I shouldn't be. I should
Right.
have trust. But what happens is कि I'll just give an example. HDFC का net banking portal changed their format, right? So I was logging in after a long time. It just redirected me to a new one. I had to search by, is there a new portal of HDFC? Am I being redirected? I was looking at the URL कि whether there is some issue there. मुझे जब OTP आता है, what I do is I order from a different number. My Amazon, my Flipkart is on a different number. It's not the bank account वाला number. तो when I get the OTP, I check कि OTP भाई मेरे बैंक वाले नंबर पे तो नहीं आ रहा है. That means the fraud की possibility तो है ही नहीं. Until unless you get an OTP on the number associated with your bank, you are safe. I keep checking my applications कि गलती से कुछ डाउनलोड नहीं हो गया. So basically, just very quick, very funny example. I got added to a group. आप लोग भी ऐड हो जाते हैं ना ऐसे इन्वेस्टमेंट करिए एंड ऑल दैट. So there is Miss Preeti who is saying, "Oh, I have a job opportunity." There is Carl, there is Richard, there is Keith, and like 500 more people. So Carl, Richard, and Keith are some Indians sitting somewhere in Pune or somewhere. ठीक है, and they're saying, "Oh my God, this is such a good opportunity in India." ठीक है, वो चारों एक दूसरे से बात करे, trying to show other people who have joined कि this is legit. So Carl says, "Oh, I invested 500." फिर Keith कहता है, "Oh, मेरे तो 1000 मुझे अभी मिल गए हैं. Please invest." And some Sachin guy invested also. And he's giving, और मैं ग्रुप पे देख रहे हैं, I'm thinking when should I intervene? It was my personal number, right? So I thought कि ठीक है अभी देख लेते हैं और क्या हो रहा है. But then I had to. I was like very angry at that. I'm like, भाई और बहनों, this is a fraud. Please complain. Why are you giving your money? You should understand. उसके बाद भी people are putting in money even after putting that level of awareness. So what I did, I took out locations. I can. ठीक है. I saw where they were operating from. एक राजस्थान में बैठा है, एक झारखंड में बैठा है. ठीक है, मैं लोकेशन भी डाल दी उस ग्रुप में कि ये लोग बोरीवली में है ही नहीं, ये कहाँ पर है. उसके बाद भी पीपल आर इन्वेस्टिंग. भाई कितना आपको वो है कि हमें पैसा हमारा डबल हो जाएगा. सो आई सॉर्ट ऑफ मतलब ब्लॉक किया, निकल गई. इमीडिएटली विद इन द नेक्स्ट 2 hours मुझे एक मैसेज आता है, यू आर इन्वाइटेड टू माई वेडिंग. ठीक है, some random person, I don't know that person, and there is एक photograph that is you're supposed to download the photograph. I did not. Definitely a trap. Why will I download? कौन है ये, कौन शादी में invite करा? I've not saved this number. You see, मतलब तो वो level of awareness रखोगे तो नहीं होगा cyber fraud.
Exactly. So awareness के लिए like there are callings and there are multiple things that are being done from the kiosk also. So there are a lot of things that are happening, but still, due to the lack of awareness, there are a lot of things and challenges that are coming up for you and as well as to the community like us also, because हमारे यहाँ पे भी पूरे कैंपस में भी कुछ होता है. सो दे थिंक दिस इज द साइबर सिक्योरिटी यूनिट, सो ये हैंडल करेंगे साइबर क्राइम और ये हमारा पैसा वापस दिलवा देंगे. सो लॉट ऑफ मेनी पीपल विल कम टू अस स्टूडेंट्स कि सर ये हो गया. I said, see, this is not a police department. We can only teach and do research on cyber security, but we cannot handle this issue.
Direct them to us.
That is why. See, so this is one such issue that is already been happening. And lastly, towards the AI, obviously AI has always kind of positive and negative aspects. Both are there. So if I talk about negative aspects, is AI challenging the police administration also? Not about the deepfakes or whatever that we discussed. Are there any major concerns? Because see, the adoption of AI is huge. So are there any challenges that the department is facing on the negative side?
Okay, AI affects law and order in a huge way. ठीक है, मिसइंफॉर्मेशन इतनी स्प्रेड आप कर सकते हो, मेकिंग फेक वीडियोस, फिर उसका आप कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाओगे. ठीक है, यू कैन फॉर्ज मी, यू कैन फॉर्ज योर सेल्फ, मतलब आप एक पोस्टर लेके खड़े हो जाओ, उसमें कुछ भी रैंडम लिखा होगा, आप पूरा मतलब राइट्स हो जाएंगे और फिर आप कंट्रोल ही करते रह जाना एंड इट विल नेवर बी कंट्रोल, यू कैन नेवर गो बैक ऑन दैट. तो कंट्रोलिंग दिस हैज़ बिकम अ चैलेंज. दो वी हैव टूल्स, वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ स्क्रैपिंग, हम देखते हैं कि भाई कहाँ पर कैसा क्राइम हो रहा है. पुलिस ऑल्सो यूजेस AI chatbots or not chatbots, sorry, bots to scrape the internet ki who is spreading what kind of information. So we keep monitoring that at good level. But yahan pe we run into problems. Baki AI does not pose that kind of threat to police. Okay. Law and order jab affect karta hai, theek hai, no fraudster is using AI to matlab crime karne ke liye. Maybe to forge a paper ki please generate this paper that looks like a bank document, maybe that. वहाँ से मतलब किसी को भ्रमित करने के लिए, that is it. So these are the two kinds of challenges.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, because we also have seen that multiple things that happened to us also, that there was multiple websites compromised where they have purchased bots. Okay, so bots has been purchased from dark web, and after they are purchased, they have actually utilized this for doing some sort of anonymous DDoS and DOS to us. So there were challenges that we are not able to trace them, and once we have traced them out, obviously their locations is not particularly into the Indian subcontinent, so they are outside it. So these are the challenges that we face. So obviously AI is a positive aspect that we see and negative also on that side. And towards the last part, obviously we look forward to the police department for obviously like giving us the like it's a kind of a backbone, or no, it will be physical policing or it will be the cyber policing. So one more thing that I wanted, suppose not only on the awareness side, but suppose something has to be driven right from the very beginning. Okay, like in schools and everything. Yes. Okay, so what are your thoughts? So like, so children has to be given, because when I have been into Tokyo for some time, so what I have seen, so this is into a seismic zone. वहाँ भूकंप बहुत सारे आते हैं. So what the people do, they try to teach them that these are the specific ethics that you should know about that. So don't you think that cyber hygiene has to be inculcated starting from the very beginning in the course?
Rhetoric question, of course, yes.
Yeah.
वही मैं आपको बताया था कि डिजिटल लिटरेसी ये नहीं है कि एक्सेल कैसे चलाएं, कंप्यूटर सिस्टम्स कैसे यूज करें, एथिकल कॉनोटेशंस क्या है. सी, इंडिया हैज बैंड pornographic sites, but it is still available. Not apart from that, people have
there are a lot of other things.
तो they are sharing revenge videos. They are not able to understand कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है. और मैं इसमें लोगों को ब्लेम नहीं कर रही हूँ. These are small kids, 10-12 years old. उनका नई mental faculty इतनी फॉर्म हुई है. They're not able to understand. Parents are not able to teach them. स्कूल में जैसे मैंने आपसे SMS की बात की, कौन सिखा रहा है ये कि -G-P होता क्या है. ये खुद से पढ़ना, जब हम लोग फंस जाते हैं तब जाके हमें समझ में आता है that these are the kind of things. ये डिजिटल लिटरेसी प्रॉब्लमैटिक है. जैसे डिजिटल अरेस्ट होता है, आपको आपके राइट्स पता है that you cannot be arrested like that. सिविक्स तो हम पढ़ते हैं, बट ये वाला प्रैक्टिकल राइट किसी को पता नहीं है कि आप कैसे डिजिटली अरेस्ट हो सकते हो, कैसे अपनी फैमिली को नहीं बता सकते हो. यू हैव सर्टेन राइट्स. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज गिवन दीज राइट्स टू यू. देयर आर राइट टू प्राइवेसी, right to inform the member of your household if you are getting arrested in writing. There are so many things that has to be done. Videography has to be done. ये अवेयरनेस अगर आ जाए तो तुम खड़े होके बोल सकते हो कि भाई you are doing fraud. This is not how it is done.
So the reason also why I was asking, see, in C3 also we have obviously we have counselors. So we have arranged cyber suraksha clinics also. That is what the thing that we have opened, so that in case if there any crime happens, so you should not be in distress. Okay, क्योंकि यहाँ बहुत सारे stress लेते हैं, उसके बाद they go into tensions and something happens. So that is why it has to be like added into the curriculum, and subjectively we have added into the organization as well. So with this note, obviously we'll try to close off, and thanks a lot for sharing this words with us.
Thank you so
and
much.
On these particular points of cybercrime. So we look forward to the long-term collaborations and your insights on this as well. Thanks you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you.